Hi, baby boy.
Well, you never called him baby boy before.
Yeah, I have. Baby boy.
Well, it's a little awkward being in front of the camera since it's been forever.
It's practically been like 2 months.
Practically. No, literally.
And that's
like,
what it's felt
we
like.
just been so busy.
Like we actually have real things we've been doing.
Yeah, like I've been called out to like California.
I've been called out to a couple casting
California,
places.
New York, and like I was like,
You actually were in Dubai
yeah, I was
a couple days ago.
I was
for a photo shoot.
So that's where I've been. That's why we haven't been doing this.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
I've just been at work and
Yeah.
at home, and at home. And then I was, guys, I was actually in the Scottish Isles over the last weekend. It was amazing. It was breathtaking.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to have that experience. So yeah, that's all I've been doing.
So we've been really busy.
Yeah.
But
He definitely wants to get down.
Be on the lookout. I'm gonna be into magazines.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming out that I'm gonna be in.
Yeah.
It's a small like part, but
like indie kind of, but it's
the
still
start of
really
my
big.
career. It's actually insane.
Yeah, you guys know who Anne Hathaway is?
Yeah,
she's practically her fucking understudy. That's crazy.
Basically. Anyways.
But wow, we've just been talking about ourselves. We were bragging.
Yeah.
We haven't even said our name. So welcome back to Too Much to Say for Real. Mm-hmm. We hope you've also been traveling and doing crazy fun things. Probably like not as crazy and fun and cool as us, but
definitely
you know, like I'm really hoping you get there at some point. So yeah.
Only wishing for the best.
Yeah, we only wish the best for all of our other besties.
Yeah, right. But holidays are also coming up, which I mean, I guess Christmas and like New Year's, which is insane that Christmas is coming up and like
the year's over.
What?
Like 2 days, practically.
No, basically 2 days.
Like the next 2 days are Christmas and New Year.
Like 13 days? Well,
10 days. Because I heard kids in Target today talking about it, and they said
10
it's the 15th.
Days.
Yeah, they said it's
insane.
the 15th. 10 days.
Oh
Christmas
my gosh.
is in 10 days.
I'm glad I went Christmas shopping today a little bit.
Yeah. We got like one item for one person. And then
like everything else is for me. Yeah, every time we go shopping, Drew's always buying so much for themselves. It's
this
insane.
Is new today.
Yeah, new. new clothes today. Yeah. So rip that tag off, put it on.
No, for I said yoink mine.
Yeah, but we went to the mall, which I honestly think is like the worst place to go for holiday shopping. But also,
you were so happy to go there though.
But it is the worst place to go shopping. But it's like everything's there. Like might as well just hit a one spot. Yeah, But
hit a B spot.
Yeah, but the parking lot is insane.
People be crazy over there.
Yeah, nobody's letting anybody go through or anything, and I'm like, it would just be easier. Sometimes it just makes sense for you to let that person go through because it makes things easier. But no, people want to be difficult and just like keep moving along, and then they end up blocking like the way that person was trying to go, and like you're just holding up the whole line basically.
No, for real. Just because like you're like, well, I don't want to wait for the other person to turn. Like you're moving up like 2 feet to just block them when you could have just stayed still anyway because you were barely moving.
Yeah, it's crazy. But today I felt like it seemed like I saw so many people that like I knew, I guess, and it's just you
everybody
really can't go anywhere without seeing somebody familiar, and it's kind of annoying. Not that
I just want to be left alone.
No, literally. Like, not that like I know them personally or I've ever talked to them, but I'm like, I know them and I know that they know who I am.
Yeah, like we have a mutual understanding that we were in the same space at the same time at some point.
Yeah.
Or I've just seen them around town enough that now we have some mutual understanding. Like, yeah, there's that person.
But we were getting some deals today, for real.
No, for real. I put in my phone number for the Target Circle thing. It's crazy. Every time I've been putting it in recently, it's been dropping like $20. I'm like, wait, I'm so glad.
To me.
I don't know what it is. I think I just be picking the right things.
Probably.
Last time I got a whole bunch of gummies, it was like $80, dropped to like 60
Gummies.
something. And I was like,
I'm glad you're getting
so
those deals,
good.
saving money.
Yeah, because it's so
But
easy to spend so much at Target. Everything's so expensive.
it is really expensive. But when we walked into Target though, like we were being so loud. We were in the clothes section and like
I was yelling.
Yeah, we were just yelling.
We said, ah!
And it's just really funny because I know people stare at us.
Mm-hmm.
And half the time we probably don't even notice because we're so focused on our conversation.
Yeah.
But it's really funny.
I don't be perceiving people when we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And then I have to snap back in because there's like it's like when you're in class and you're talking and then all of a sudden you realize the whole class is quiet. Like that's every single time we hang out. There's a moment like that where I'm like, I'm yelling in public.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I kind of like when I like realize how loud we're being, I kind of get like embarrassed because I'm like, wait,
I'm acting crazy.
Know. Like I just like I start to like see myself like out of my body and like seeing how we are, and I'm like, I don't know. I just like
you said that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm like okay.
If I saw myself out in public acting like that, I'd be like childish.
Yeah. No, literally. Anyways, but it was still really, really fun, and I feel like there was something else that happened at Target that I was gonna talk about. I don't know. Anyways, I got some like these. I got these vitamin gummies.
Oh yeah.
Because Drew, I feel like any time I actually get vitamins is when I am with you.
Because I say get that.
Yeah, and I'm like, because it was vitamin C, and I was like, what's vitamin C?
And I said, you need that.
It's like oranges and stuff, and I was like, yeah, because I don't really eat fruit like that or anything.
I don't really eat fruit
like fruit just doesn't sound good to me half the time.
Yeah, every time, like every other time we hang out, I'm like, I really want like a tub of fruit, and then she's like, yeah, I guess I could go for that. And then we eat it, and she's like, this is so good. Yeah.
But I would never like get it myself. The only fruit I really care for that I'm like, yeah, I want that is pineapple, strawberry, and sometimes banana and grapes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Speaking of like not eating fruit much, I saw this, those TikTok slideshows that are playing like a prayer through it, and it's like that Muppet, and then it's just text explaining some situation that they're like, oh my god.
Wait, what Muppet?
That orange one.
Oh,
yeah.
I got so many of those last week. They're so funny.
Yeah, but this one, it was like I was in college. I was so excited to be like independent, and I was eating at the cafeteria like every day. Like it was so great, blah blah blah. And then she started developing like a lesion. Like she said, her lips split open and it never healed. And then she called her mom because her mom was like a doctor, and her mom was like asking her how it was going, and she's like, everything's fine, but like my lips split and it's just like not healing right. And her mom was like, can you tell me like what you've been eating, like what you've been doing at college? And her mom was like, you have scurvy.
Oh my gosh.
Like, because she wasn't eating any fruit, like citruses or anything.
Dang.
And she got scurvy, and then she's
I
like,
start eating oranges.
Yeah, you need citrus. That's why I'm telling vitamin C.
I'm scared now.
You're fine.
I didn't know things could like happen like that. I'm so scared.
But I thought that was crazy. I was like
you really like aren't ever eating.
Like, yeah, like it's crazy to like avoid that like so often.
Yeah.
I feel like even like having like a smoothie or something. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Or you're having so little of it, but I thought that was really funny.
So I'm over it. No, like this light is like it got so bright that my eyes hurt. We should just do it for
you said let's stop. I want to end it.
It's been like 5 minutes, I think.
Oh no, for real.
But it'd be so funny if we did an episode just in the dark.
We should. We should.
I
feel like the power went out.
Power went out, but like we're still like dedicated. Commitment for real. But I think it would be kind of cool to one day. I was thinking about this like the other week or something. If we if we did a podcast,
I for real did come up with it first.
Yeah. So like sometimes I have to say, not that I'm doing this right now because
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, you feel like you need to preface it.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of times where I say something, you're like, I was thinking that, and I was like, well, I was probably thinking it first though. But it'd be cool if we did a podcast sitting on my bed, like laying there. Like sitting up.
Yeah. You know, my favorite, I used to, when I was like really, really on YouTube and was like following specific creators, and it was all lesbian creators. There was these two Canadian women. They're married now, and they denied their relationship like the entirety until they like announced that they were engaged. And I was like, oh, I knew it. Anyways, they have this company, like the Unsolicited Project or whatever. That was like their YouTube name, and they did like their little show was called Pillow Talk, and they would sit in their bed. But then you found out that they stopped sitting in a bed and they were just sitting on like something with blanket. But anyways, I always loved the idea of that, so I really like that idea. Like they always look so comfy, and their conversations were just so goofy, and I was like, it's like comfy. Like I like that, so I like that idea.
We should do that.
We should sleepover style.
Sleepover, yeah, all cozy and everything.
And we should have a fire. We should get a campfire candle.
I guess.
And I can bring her my picnic table, the bed
really
tabletop.
dangerous.
And then we just put that on there, and we should roast marshmallows in your bed.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking. We should just have it though.
Yeah, we could have like cookies or something.
It's crazy. It's crazy now, but like when you were asking for it, you said no, it's practical, and I'm like, that sounds dangerous. And now I'm telling you, you're like, that sounds dangerous. You want to do that in my room?
It's because my frontal lobe is fully developed.
I was just about to...
Now I just know that it's actually dangerous. Yeah, because there was one year where
she was fiending for a candle campfire.
Yeah, like it's just like this little fire, like little pit thing that you just light up, and like you can use it like anywhere. But yeah, like ooh, it's on my leg.
Okay. I didn't know if you saw it.
Anyways, yeah, the smoke would be dangerous and definitely catch a fire.
I didn't think of this. That's so funny because imagine, and then there's just like a whole bunch of black marks all over your ceiling.
That'd be crazy.
And everyone's like, "What do you do in here?" And you're like, "I actually have a campfire in the corner."
Yeah. Bath and Body Works notification.
They said we saw you pick up that lotion today.
Yeah, we were at Bath and Body Works today, and I was getting this lotion, but we were in line, and the line just felt so like it was kind of long, and I just didn't want to stand in that line anymore. And then we got out of line. But what's crazy though, like, when we were getting out of line, there was this lady that was like there next, like there was like, oh my god, I can't explain. There was like a little entrance like in the middle of the line where it says line starts here, but nobody was like starting the line there. Like they were just doing their own thing. And this lady was there, and she kind of, what did she say? She was like, "Oh, there's a line," or "This is a line," or something.
She was like, a line.
Yeah.
Whatever. Where's the line?
It seemed like she probably wanted to cut in somehow.
Yeah.
And
because she started covering her face with the thing, and I was like, "Girl, come on."
Yeah. But anyways, she ended up being this teacher at our old high school. And she was the culinary arts teacher. And one year, she was like actually insane. It was really weird. Like, I know she's probably like, I don't know. I want to say she's probably a nice lady, but also just like,
no, she can't be.
I don't know. She seems like she could be really evil. But the thing was though, she was a culinary arts teacher, and she was racist. Like I know she was
hardcore Trump supporter.
Yes, and hardcore. I think at one point she was like, in one class, I overheard that she was like talking about like Trump.
Yeah, she was,
and that's insane.
Yeah, because she would do it. My brother was in her class, and she was do it all the time, and he said there was a decent amount of like Mexican students in his class.
Crazy.
And she would like purposefully ignore.
Oh my gosh.
Like he was like, oh, if there was a question she would ask and people would raise their hand, she would call on like the white person who was like had their hand raised.
That's crazy.
Like if a white person, or she would try and like avoid and just call on somebody instead.
That's messed up. But Yeah, like there was one point, I don't know what year it was. I think it was my junior year or something.
When she
She
got like
was
fired.
gone for like months. Like she was just vanished, and we were like,
Oh
"Oh my god, like
yeah, because she
where
was
is
under
she?"
investigation.
That's yeah, and
Yeah,
then like she just there was just substitutes, and then it was just like announced that she wasn't coming back ever again, and I was like, "Damn."
yeah. And then I think they had to get rid of the class because they're like, well, we're not paying another
Yeah,
person or getting more substitutes for it if she's not coming back.
yeah. But
She has some
anyways,
whack recipes though.
that's who the teacher, that's who the lady was, and I was just like, oh my god, like I do see her everywhere because sometimes she comes into my work too,
Yeah,
and I think that when I
I'm
first
surprised she's
started
not
working
leaving.
there, when I first started working there, she recognized me, and I don't know if she still does, but
Mm,
anyways,
I don't know. I felt like I was towering over her. It's kind of crazy how small she
she's
is.
really small. Oh my god, but at the mall too, we were like walking out of the store, and then we see this tiny little old lady,
Literally like this big.
so tiny, but she was so cute, and we
Mm-hmm.
both were like, oh, she was really cute.
And a little pixie cut.
Yeah, and I think she knew that we were talking about her because at one point she kind of like, you know, when you're just walking, you kind of look over your shoulder just like a little
Oh,
bit.
she did.
She
Oh,
did
no.
that,
We
and
were
I
like,
was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, maybe we should just be quiet now. But she was so cute. I really wanted to take a picture of her. She was just so cute. I love when I see little old ladies, and the way she was dressed was just
it was so
adorable.
Cute. Yeah.
But that was the mall. Unless you have more to say about the mall, what was your experience? I feel like I was just talking about my experience at the mall. Or what you want to talk about?
I don't have much. I feel like I wasn't really perceiving anything at the mall. Like we were in the store and I was looking at things, and then it went, as soon as we walked out, my brain was shut off.
Yeah.
I got Jamba Juice. That was good. They have cranberry they have a cranberry pomegranate smoothie. It's so good, guys. Like definitely try it. It's tart, but it's so good. It's tart.
It's like tart.
Yeah.
Because I took a sip.
Every time, even last time you had it, you said, "Oh my god!"
It's so sour. I just can't believe that you drink the whole cup. Like that's so sour to me. It's insane.
It's good. It's like 100% cranberry juice.
Oh,
pretty much.
no.
That's what it tastes like. I mean, like if you've had just the straight cranberry juice, it's tart like that, and I like tart cranberry juice.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest thing, I guess. And then what did we do? Oh, we got mod pizza, and that was good. Mod pizza was delicious. But the lady, oh my god, the lady was
first of all, the first red flag about this person was that she assumed we were getting a mod-sized pizza, and then we said no, we want mini, and she said, oh yeah, she said, oh okay, because for $2 more you could get this, and we were like,
for real,
we didn't say anything. We were just staring at her.
When I said me too, I think that really took her back, and she was like, really?
Yeah, that was smaller. The first red flag.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, we know it's smaller. She said, have y'all ever been here before?
Oh, that's what I'm telling you. I think she's new. Like, just her vibe and everything. It just didn't. And the way she made our pizza was like,
yeah, it was insane. Flattened hers out so crazy.
She put 5 pepperonis on my pizza. Like, there should be 5 pepperonis on each slice, not around my whole pizza.
No, for real. She said if they don't want a mod, fuck them.
No, literally, that was insane.
But yeah, it was the perfect amount of pizza though.
I think I could have had another slice.
I could have had more, but like I know that if I had more, I would have been stuffed. I felt satisfied, but like room for snack.
Yeah, I could go for a snack right now.
But yeah, and then
the cookie.
She just made it all whack. All sauce was all over the place.
Mine barely had any sauce.
It was like thin on one side. For hers, like completely thin. It was like practically burnt on a little edge.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. There was just too light on topping. She was just throwing stuff around. Oh, and then I asked for a ranch because I walked up. I said, "Oh, I don't have a ranch. Can I?" And I said, "Can I have a ranch?" I got her attention, and she just kind of like tossed it out the thing. Like she didn't like for real like toss it, but like just the way she threw it was like with aggression. And I said, "Oh, thank you." And then I walked away, and she did not look. She gave no expression, nothing. She didn't say anything. Yeah. She just stared at me and was like,
"Yeah."
And I was like,
and yeah, she was really weird. She's the type of person that she's trying to be nice. But you know that she's mean. Like, yeah, she's like outside of work, I don't think she really is a friendly person.
Yeah. Because then, too, she gave me a cup. I was like, oh, can I get a drink cup? And then the cup she gave me was, like, wonky on the side. And it was tipped to the side because the bottom was kind of smashed. And I held it up. And she started walking away from me. And I said, wait, can I get a new cup? I was like, because this is, like, smashed on the bottom. She did not walk back. She just stared from where she was and said, it's smashed on the bottom. And I was like, yeah, like, it's caved in. And then she, like, scoffed a little bit. She was like, okay, and then gave me a new one. Like, she didn't want to. She even picked up the cup and looked at it and was like, it's smashed. And I was like, can you just give me a new cup? Like,
I don't know. She was just an interesting person.
Yeah.
She was an older person. But anyways, yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, yesterday we went to go watch Wicked.
It was so good. No, I'm joking.
Do it, girl. Do it.
So when I was leaving the house yesterday, my brother sang it as I was walking out the door.
Did he watch the movie?
No.
He wanted to come so bad then. It was just really, really good.
It was really good.
It was funny. It was sad. It was dramatic.
Everybody had great voices.
Yeah.
Everybody was so cutesy, pretty.
Yeah. It's amazing how people can just sing like that.
Yeah.
Especially like at the end when
she did her.
Yeah. But also I was waiting for that part to come because that song is so long. And I was like, okay, when is the part gonna come? Like, I'm ready to hear it.
And it was so amazing. And then the cutoff, I was just like, wait.
Yeah. But I like the cutoff. Like I was saying yesterday, like, the way they cut it off, like, it makes you excited for the next part.
Yeah.
Like, you want more.
Yeah, it was so good. I really, really liked it. I would watch it again. That's one of the few musicals that, like, I enjoy musicals, but one of the few movies that I'm like, I would watch that again, like, right after.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I watch it again, like, pretty close to seeing it.
I feel like you do that with any movie.
Recently, I've been doing it a lot this year, because I feel like every time I watch a movie for the second time is when I'm like, okay, yeah, like, it really solidifies the movie for me. Because, like, initially, I like most movies, but then when on the second watch is when I'm like, I really kind of critique it. Because I'm like, okay, I know what to expect, but then, like, what? Like, can I really follow the plot?
Yeah.
Knowing everything that's going on. I think this year, for some reason, I've just been wanting to, like, analyze it. Maybe I've been doubting myself.
I said, no, I did not watch that.
Bro, I'm like, did I really pay attention?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Ariana Grande just really slayed in that movie. Like, I'm not a big Ariana fan or whatever, but after that movie, I was like, wait, I love her. She's so silly.
See, that's what I've been saying. I said it. We have 2 episodes, 2 previous episodes.
She knows how to play like that ditzy little character. Yeah. She's good at that.
That's why as soon as Victorious ended and they started Sam and Cat, I said, I gotta watch Sam and Cat till the end, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I liked that character so much until I was looking forward to watch that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I looking forward to this?
Yeah. The thing though about the movies, so we were already like late.
I was about to say that.
We were already running late.
Yeah.
And we got into the theater and then there was like this couple sitting like
in our seats.
It was like their seat. This was like we're in the aisle where the seats start, and one seat was empty, and then it was them two, and that's where we were supposed to be sitting. Well, the 3 seats there. But anyways, and I was like, oh, these are our seats, and he was like, well, these are our seats, and I was like, oh, okay. So then he came up to like the side where the stairs are, and we were like showing each other like the seats, and we had the same seats.
Yeah, and as this was happening, they were playing the Nicole Kidman thing, so the movie was literally
about to start. So he was like, okay, well, let's go like figure it out. So we had to walk, and we were like far.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the movie theater from where the like kiosk is, like the entrance kiosk is.
Yeah, and then we had to walk all the way down there, and we were like, oh, we have the same seats, and I was like, I'm not about to be sitting in the front row. Like, that is the worst spot to be sitting. So I was like, no. And then he was like, well, I don't mind. Like, we don't mind sitting in the front. So I was like, okay, if you didn't have any problem moving to the front, why did we walk all the way over here? Just sit in the front then.
No, for real.
Whatever.
And then we got back into the movie theater. He told his wife, he was literally talking at a normal tone. He was practically yelling at his wife, talking about, we got to get out of here. They have these seats. And then his wife was like, what? And he's like, we're moving to the front. And I was like, okay. You're like yelling. You can lean a little bit closer to her. And then they got up. And when he was on his phone, he was like, oh, we're not even in the right movie. They put us in the wrong theater.
Yeah. Which is insane that we are doing all that for nothing.
But the fact that the movie started and his wife sat there to watch the first minute of Wicked to wait for her husband to come back instead of waiting outside the movie theater and being like, hey, babe, we're actually in the wrong theater.
Yeah.
She said, well, I guess we can watch this one. Like, that's crazy.
That is insane.
Because, like, she really did sit and question. And I'm like, if you realize this is the wrong movie, why are you questioning it?
Yeah,
at the same place.
So we missed like the beginning of the movie, but I mean it's fine.
I'm really curious what movie they bought tickets for. Like, I kind of want to know.
I don't know. Unless they were there at like the wrong time.
I don't know.
Or the wrong day or something, because like,
imagine the wrong day.
No, literally, because you said that on his phone it said Auditorium 9 too, right?
I think Shem said that. Maybe Shem saw that.
Oh, maybe Shem did. I thought you said that.
No, all I saw was his I think he said that. He's like, it says 9 on here.
Oh. Anyways, probably 9 a.m.
No, for real. That's actually really interesting, because I wonder if it was like the wrong day or something.
I don't know.
Because like if it was 9, like why would they have that mix up?
Yeah, kind of weird. Anyways, that's what happened, and I was like, oh my god, like this is just a chaotic start of the movie, and the drive there was chaotic because the roads were so busy and it was raining and it was just crazy for me, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But once we sat down, I was like, I think like throughout the whole movie though, I was still feeling that like stress in my chest. So I feel like there were times and moments in the movie where I was just like breathing so hard because I was like, oh my god, like I'm stressed.
Yeah. I was feeling it too, and then as we got further into the movie, I was like, happy.
Yeah, that movie was making me giggle.
Yeah, I couldn't stay upset for long, but then I got nervous after we left again. I just got so like, when I was sitting and waiting for you guys too before the movie, I just started getting so anxious. I don't know, just like sitting there, because I felt fine when I was sitting there for a while. And then I think just the longer and longer I sat, I was like, I hate being here, actually.
Yeah.
And then we got out of the movie, and then I was like feeling okay. And then we went into the bathroom, and then somebody pushed my door open, and I was so sad. And this happened 2 days in a row. That's day insane. Before, the night before, somebody walked in on me fully, and I was standing up, and people, I'm sure this woman saw my bits.
Yeah. And
that made me so sad and embarrassed.
Why else were you embarrassed though? Because you said
yeah, because the lady who opened the door the day before, she said, oh, sorry. And then because I was standing up and I said sorry back. And I guess I said sorry back because like she saw my body. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just instinctual. Like, I just said sorry back. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just so
slam that door.
I was so nervous. Well, it was like a handicap stall, so I was like far away. So that's why I was like, that's why I said sorry.
She real saw everything.
That's why I was saying like she saw me, because I was like standing up with my face down. Like, I was so awkward. And so I just felt like I started shaking after that. Like, I really got like scared and like embarrassed. Like, when I sat back down, I started getting like just sad. Like, I don't know, it's making me sad. And then it happened again the next day. It just made me feel embarrassed.
It's an embarrassing thing because it's some random stranger like seeing you in like a very vulnerable like state, I guess.
And then it's like, and then the second time, like at the movie theater, they like barely moved open. But that time I was like, okay, it's clear. You can see shoes under.
Yeah.
For you to be going and pushing on every door down the line, like that made me kind of mad.
Yeah.
When I was like, you can see shoes under the door. The other night was an exception because I was in a handicap stall and like literally against the wall, and the door was like feet away from me. But like, you can see in those stalls, and so to be pushing on them and then act like I don't know. I was just kind of like, it just made me sad again and like embarrassed. And then I left, and then I got out there and I said, guys, I gotta go. I said, guys, I have to go. And then I sat in the car and I cried for a bit, and then I breathed, I said, and then I came to go find them in Barnes and Noble.
But it was a fun night.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. I love that movie, so good. And then I got home and I watched Late Night with the Devil, and that was insane. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I would recommend it.
It's crazy.
It's a fun movie, but it's also scary.
Yeah.
But some parts you're like, okay, this is kind of cheesy. Like, did you watch the end like when it was over, like before, like all that? Because the ending was a little corny and cheesy to me, and I was like, okay, I watched all that for this ending.
With the girl when her head like split.
I think so.
And then he like.
Yeah.
You thought that was corny?
I thought it was. Like, I don't know, something about it just seemed off, and I was like, what?
It felt like that flashback scene when he was with his wife. It felt like a kid's show set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It was like it just felt different from like the rest of the movie to me. And I was like, okay.
Like,
but
it was just kind of thrown together. Yeah.
But that one's fun. And also,
guys, what are you thinking of? Guys, the one thing we haven't talked about yet.
Well, I was just gonna say a fun fact about the movie because yesterday I told you the fun fact.
Yeah, totally
about the. Well, what is the movie called?
Wicked?
Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, Late Night with the Devil.
But it was the reason I know this fun fact is because of the Ariana Grande and the Paul
Mescal thing.
Mescal,
yeah,
like
Mescal.
actor on actor kind of thing. Because she was like, they were talking about movies or something, and she's like, I love horror movies, and he was like, I didn't know this about him, but he was like, I don't watch horror movies, like I can't, like I get so scared so easily. And then she was like, Late Night with the Devil is a really good one, and she said her other favorite horror movie this year was Long Legs, and he was like, no, I can't watch that. And I just thought that was funny. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, I know what you're gonna talk. I know what you're gonna bring up.
He said, yeah, whatever. Guys, we saw Billie last week.
You really did not hype that up at all. You said we saw her last week.
How am I supposed to hype it up? That's me like being just so astonished and saying it, and not even in a flat way. Like that's like the most excitement I can bring without literally crying.
Right.
No, but it was so amazing, and we were so close to the stage, guys. We were actually so close to the stage. She was there in high definition in front of my eyes, and she was smirking at us.
She looked at us.
She looked at us. I know she did.
Because I swear the light was on us in that moment when she looked at us. I was like, oh yes.
I was like, we're spotlight. I was smiling.
I did that. We looked so good. I know she's probably
so
loved.
Good.
You said you wanted to say that.
You said with
yeah. I think that's why she like didn't stay in our section that long. I think she was nervous because she knew we were there.
Probably.
She's like,
we were staring at her. And we're like,
yeah.
She's like, I can't. They're staring at me crazy.
Yeah. But like I like thinking about like before the concert, I was just thinking about the concert, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna feel so much. And I did, because when it was starting, I could feel it like coming up. And
it was
like,
so
oh
intense.
My god. And then there was a second where like we saw her, and that's where I was like, no way. She's right there. Oh my god. I just got great.
It's so like, it's just so crazy. She was right there, and we started freaking out. Freaking out because she was there, and we were so close.
And then when she actually like came out of like the little box that she was in, like I I started to feel everything, and like it was like excitement, but like also like I was just like I just could not believe it at the same time, and I started crying because like I didn't know, my body didn't know what else to do.
It was so intense, guys. Like if you were there, like you feel it because it's so loud and the lights are going crazy, and you just like feel it all in your chest, like the music, and then you start to feel like you're like waiting to see her, and then all of a sudden there's just a split second where you see her right before it like completely clicks off, and then she's like there.
I think it's like just a whole minute of like building,
and it's just so intense just being able to like see her, like quick little things, and you like know she's there, and then all of a sudden it's just like she's there in front of you for hours.
And I'm sad that we weren't able to be in the pit, but our seats were really so good. I was surprised with how close we were. I thought we were gonna be up a little bit more, but like we were right there, like close to the pit, and I'm just grateful that I was able to be there.
We were pretty much like 3 rows up from like the barrier and then the pit.
And it's just like I had a lot of fun. It was the best night of my life.
So
like
amazing.
All her concerts are amazing. Like she never disappoints ever, and she really just knows how to hype up the crowd and everything. But with this concert though, like I think about it and like people are fake. Like
people
for real.
are so fake,
because I swear like half the people only know her because of this new album, and it's just so sad because there have been like clips where people aren't singing along to her songs because they just recently became fans and they're in the pit, and that's crazy.
I can't believe that.
Like I know you like her new album, but like it's not like you really know her. Like she's not gonna just be playing the songs from the album that just came out.
I
don't know,
like y'all didn't do your research.
Essentially, but that's my rant about
and then also the other people who like didn't come for our openers, especially the Marias. Like that's crazy to me.
But it was still amazing. I'm glad we were there for the Marias.
Me too. Like, I love the Marias. I love the Marias, and she's what the fuck? Maria's so gorgeous.
She's so pretty.
It's crazy.
I love her vibe.
Toned. It's insane.
She is so toned. I was when I kept seeing it, I was like, I just want to like touch it.
For real. I was like, how do I achieve that? That's insane.
I work out. She probably does Pilates.
She has such Black Cat vibes. The way she was just kind of like slinking around the stage.
I love her vibe.
I loved it. I was like,
I love the goth.
I
love just like
her aesthetic.
Like it's not like too goth, you know?
Because it's not like makeup. It's just the vibe of the clothes.
I love it.
She wears it so well.
And her hair, is part of it too.
And her face.
I like everything about her. She just has like that dark energy, but she seems like the sweetest person ever.
Crazy.
And I apparently like I think it's insane that like you have the opener and like I mean, well, the Marias and Billie, but apparently they haven't even like come across each other. Which I find so interesting because I know they're both there. Like, how do you not interact with each other?
If I was Maria, I'd be staying. I'm like, I'm watching this. I'm like, whatever, blah, blah. They just posted that I think tonight's their last show of this year.
And then, it's crazy that her tour is kind of coming to, not like it's almost done, but like, it's a long tour. It's like a year-long tour. Which is insane to me.
She should circle back.
She should.
Just to hang out with us.
Wait,
because I've been crying all week about it.
You have been crying. But dang, there was something I was gonna say. I don't know. Oh, I just say how sweet Billie is. Like I just see so many. Like she just seems like a sweet person. But there was like this TikTok that I saw of like a girl that helped set up like the lightings and everything. And apparently, like, they get to, like, be in the crowd after they're done setting up, which I think is really cool. Because she was in the pit, and she was holding up a sign saying, like, I helped with this concert. And, like, Billie, like, thanked her, like, when she wasn't singing, she said thank you to her, and then she started singing. And I was like, she's so sweet. That's so cool. Anyways, I just wanted to say that.
But, guys, it was magical. I literally was like looking at her and I was like, "Oh, is you magical?" Like that's crazy. It was just like sparkles. Like it was like in cartoons, I had stars in my eyes. It was insane.
Yeah.
I
saw the
"That's
stars in your eyes."
crazy." Yeah. But it did start getting to me a little bit kind of near the end of the show where I was like, it's so loud and everything is so intense. But I was still like, I'm just so ready and happy to be here. It was so sad when it ended. But the cannon, the confetti guys, I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack.
I love when she does
It
the
was so
confetti.
cool.
It's like the
It's so
prettiest
pretty.
thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the song.
You're
So pretty.
so gorgeous.
But
she's so gorgeous. That night, also just in general, that experience, we took the bus going to the concert, and the second bus we took once we were in Seattle, there was this guy who got on the bus, and it was so awkward. It's crazy because it's like, it's always the craziest looking men that only approach me when I'm public. I always have scary ass men approaching me. It's like anytime I'm approached by a man, it's always a scary ass man who looks like he's always got something going on. Like he's got something wrong with him. But he got onto the bus. And I was looking at the front of the bus because I was looking to see. I was like, if our stop was coming up on the next stop, and he got on the bus and he did this. And then he posed and he was looking at me because I had my phone out because I was checking the stop. And then because I was looking back down at my phone, we made eye contact and he stopped again and did it. And then I kept trying to ignore him. And then he got closer, stopped one more time, and then looked in the mirror, like the bus mirror, and then stared at me and he said, "Yo, take a pic." Because I still had my phone out. And I said, "What?" And he was like, "Take a pic." And I was like, "My camera's broken."
And he said, "Oh, your camera's broken."
Yeah. He said, "Oh, your camera's broken." I said, "Yeah, dude." And then he was like, what did he say? Oh, he sat next to me, but like, look, I'm so glad he didn't legit sit next to me. He sat like on the stoop below me, kind of. And then he was just staring at me, and I was like, oh, God. And then he was like, he said something. I think he complimented my eyes.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you have like really pretty eyes," or something. And I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And then he pointed at my shoes because I was wearing my Billie merch shoes. And he was like, "Oh, no, no, no." He pointed at his shoes and he said, "Do you like my shoes?" And I said, they were dirty.
He asked you a few times if you liked his shoes.
Oh, because I was trying to ignore him, and at first I didn't hear, and I was like, "What, dude?" And then he was like, "You like them?" I was like, "Huh?" And then I looked at them, and they were dirty like mids, like dunk mids or whatever. And I was like, "They're all right." And then he was like, "They're all right," and I was like, "They're dirty." And
the way you looked at him, though, like you took a while to respond. You said, "Yeah," like you were like, "Yeah."
Like I analyzed him. I wanted him to feel judged.
Yeah, it was funny.
And I was like, "They're dirty," and he was like,
"Maybe I should close the door."
And then he was like, "Oh, I like your shoes." And I was like, "Thanks." And then Anit was sitting across from me, and she's wearing essentially the exact opposite of my shoes. They're just white with black stars. And he was like, "Oh, she has the same shoes." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Those are nice." And I was like, "Thank you." And then he got off on the next stop, and he said, "Your eyes are so pretty. They're so beautiful."
He said, "You're so beautiful." I think he like said you were beautiful.
Oh, and I said, "Thanks." And he said, "Your eyes are pretty." And I was like, "Thank you." And then he got off. Or did he say something else?
You know what actually pissed me off is that like he asked you to pull the string for him.
Yes, he said pull the string, and I said,
when
what?
He easily could, like, he could have pulled it himself. Like the string goes along the whole bus, and he asked you to do it. Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that's so nasty. That's so weird."
Yeah, because I did tell him, because when he asked, I said, "You want me to pull the string? You can." And he said, "No, pull it for me." And I was like,
that pissed me off when he said that.
Okay. Yeah, and then I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so glad he's actually getting off a stop before us.
I would hate to be like a city bus driver because like you really don't know who's getting on. You don't know who you're gonna deal with. Yeah. And like you kind of just like have to be like fine with like people getting on for free, because it's like, is it really worth like getting into like some type of argument or fight with somebody like over a ticket? Yeah. I don't know. Like I know like the city or something could pay for that. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I would hate to be a bus driver. A public.
Sounds scary. But speaking of concerts, our next concert, we have another concert coming
We
up.
got one lined up. Like
Tyler the Creator in March, guys. We are set. We're set. I'm excited. My other top creator, Billie and Tyler, are literally the two creators I've wanted to see practically my entire life. Pretty much my entirety of my really intense musical listening has been those two solid bitches in my crew.
Yeah.
And it's been so amazing. Seeing Billie, I'm so ready for Tyler. Because I know it's gonna be loud, and I'm just so excited for how loud it's gonna be, and the band, like those band, like the horn sounds. I'm so excited for the horns.
And I hope he has like his special guests.
Yeah.
That are like in his songs and stuff. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
But I'm looking forward to it too. Even though like I'm not like a really big Tyler fan, but like I like his vibe. The songs that I've listened by him. Listen by him. That just sounds weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is good. I like that he's like hyped. You know?
Yeah. I pretty much roped y'all into coming with me. I said, please,
no,
anybody. I said, I'll get it, please.
But yeah, I'm excited for it still.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun seeing that little man up there. I'm excited to see his outfit. He slays his fits. For real.
He looks so good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sometimes sometimes there are times where I'm like, I don't understand like the hype around it. Like his look. I'm like, he's just goofy. And then I look at him and I'm like, wait, like no, he looks good.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hit or miss for me sometimes.
Sometimes it takes a second to realize. Sometimes. Those are the highlights, guys. We'll have more to talk about soon. We're gonna try and figure out some more stuff. Actually, the holidays coming up. We'll see.
We'll probably will have some tea.
Yeah, we'll have some tea.
Yeah, but
I got it.
Yeah, the aunties. It's time to get off because
it's time to get off.
I gotta go blow my nose.
Yeah, I've heard you just sucking it up.
It's just like insane how stuffy my nose has been like today, and I think it started last night. Like my nose is just like it's just here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really ever feel like it's running, but like I just feel stuff there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But a lot comes out when I blow my nose, so gotta go blow my nose, and we're about to watch one of the saddest movies.
We're about to watch some good stuff. We'll give you updates.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.